Okay, let's get going quickly. Make a spectacular entrance. Nobody needs this, but I'll take a picture just in case. Maybe something interesting will come out and maybe I'll get old and remember it. So, this is my new motorcycle, not that one. This one, now we'll saw and weld everything. Look at these photos. And quickly we make a new motorcycle out of this piece of waste. I've already welded off the excess. Does anyone know if there's a Ural frame here and there's another 2 meters of fence? I cut it all off. Now all that's left is to cut off this junk, the cradle mount. Then the mount itself, or rather the thing that holds the steering wheel. I welded these struts and reinforcements to keep the frame from warping. Ideally, this could have been done on a frame stand, but I don't have one, so I did this. I cut out a piece and made a rough sketch on a tube bender. The bottom will be welded like this, and the top will be welded the same way, just at a different angle, and we need to make a mount for the seat. I wrote a similar story last year. This is my project from last year. Well, there were a few mistakes, not really mistakes, but rather some awkward technical issues. Firstly, this bend is too high, I welded it on, and the high seating position ended up being a bit awkward. Secondly, these shock mounts had to be moved here so they were parallel. Because of this, when you sit, your foot rests against this mount, which is uncomfortable. Thirdly, well, it's not even my fault. It's most likely the fault of the Ural designers. The Ural's gear shift footrest is located too close to the engine. Because of this, when shifting into gear, your foot hits the carburetor. In this project, I want to move those footrests back. And fourthly, I still haven't gotten used to the camera and it's running away from me. The bike's silhouette, the front end, is raised, as if it's already ready. I don't like it. I even tried shortening the forks by 5 centimeters. But that still didn't solve the problem, and I can't shorten them any further. Otherwise the forks will hit the triple clamp. And I can't raise the rear shocks because they'll be too high. For a new project I have these Chinese forks taken from a wrecked motorcycle. I'll try to fix them and solve the problem. So, let's quickly bend these tubes on a pipe bender. Weld, sandblast, paint, install the fork, and the rear wheel is already in the lathe. And that's it. The bike is ready. I'm not giving up on last year's project. I recently 3D printed the fenders, even bought a whole 3D printer. I still need to sand them and make the mounts. I printed the front fender, the rear fender, and here's the brake light recess. Overall everything looks neat. I printed out housings for zero emission filters, like these. I printed out a new dashboard, installed all the lights and the ignition switch. And here's the mount I 3D printed. So, I'm not giving up on this project. I'm slowly working on it until it's ready. Fortunately, I have some free time, but my main goal is to build the perfect motorcycle.